you're making what, I don't know, 40 bucks per sale, but you're spending $15 to get that sale, so you're only really making $25. You make $25 per $80 in revenue. Like, that's such low margins, and if you pull that out into the future, that just does such horrible things because there's so many other ways to make great money. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I actually wanted to talk just very candidly about why I actually stopped dropshipping and what sort of motivated me to stop. And I just got done filming a video called $1 Million Marketing Plan, where I broke down everything on this whiteboard and talked about how I'm going to grow my marketing agency and my personal brand over the next 1.5 to 2 years. And I project that I will do $1 million in revenue. And most of that, a significant portion of that, should end up in my pocket if I do things right. And as I was filming that video, I was kind of just talking on the whiteboard and I was having a blast explaining this to people, but I just kind of realized, like, man, I was looking back at where I started and what really got me going in entrepreneurship. And, you know, at the start, it was wedding photography. I was a wedding photographer. I was a creative type of person. That's why I have these guitars on my wall. And I have this freaking whatever the heck this thing is on my wall, and I'm a musician, photographer. I'm very creative, and I just wanted something a bit more technical, I guess, to make me money. Especially once I lost my wedding photography gear in the house fire that my family went through, which you may or may not know about. You know, I had to resort to something just quick and fast, and so this is sort of why I stopped dropshipping. I was making money, and it was fun. And I still make good money, and I'm still having a blast with my business and my entrepreneurial career. But what really motivated me to stop was a couple things. It's not that it inherently has negative features. It's more so that it leads to other things, and it's more of a trap than it is a exponential growth thing. So let me explain. So drop shipping, as it is marketed to the common public, is like a quick, easy money, fast, make money by Friday sort of a business. And though if you do it right, yes, that is the truth, but it's also kind of stretched truth. And dropshipping from Shopify, AliExpress, you know, the classic sort of using Oberlo as the Shopify app, if you're familiar with that stuff, that's like the classic way to go, and that's what I did. And I was making money and I was having fun, but the reason I stopped dropshipping and the reason I stopped making videos on this channel was for a few key reasons. The main reason, and I'll just get it out of the way first, is other opportunities popped up. So other very obvious opportunities that I should take instead popped up, including starting my marketing agency, which is now called City on a Hill Marketing. I'm very, very happy with the marketing agency. We're serving big clients left and right. We've got personal brands, information products. One client we're driving, she was only doing a couple grand a month in revenue. She came to the agency. Actually, it was more like my coaching. And then my coaching started, and now she's an agency client, and now she runs like 50 grand a month in her business. And that's through courses online. And that's a blast, and I love that. And that was sort of, I was like, that's where I need to go. I need to head in a direction that I know I could be serving people better. With dropshipping, I'm just selling random little knick-knack products, and it's fun, and I can do that, and it's sort of scalable. But long-term, it just, like, you know, it doesn't compound the way that I want it to. And let me explain by that. Let me explain what I mean by that. Drop shipping out into the future, essentially what you're doing is you're creating a depreciating asset. Like, when you create a drop shipping store, you have to constantly work on it, first of all. Even though it is, like, you know, only an hour a day, it's still, if you don't do that hour a day, it's gone. And that's with any business, I understand that. But the negative side of drop shipping is that the profit margins are so low, and then you're working that hour a day. There's like other businesses that exist where once you set them up and you work the hour a day, you don't just make 20% of the revenue from the business. So like if you're running a Facebook ad and you're getting sales to a product, and you know the product is 80 bucks, and you know the profit margin you're making what, I don't know, 40 bucks per sale, but you're spending $15 to get that sale, so you're only really making $25. You make $25 per $80 in revenue. Like, that's such low margins, and if you pull that out into the future, that just does such horrible things because there's so many other ways to make great money. And that's the first reason. The second reason is, you know, low margins is the first reason. The second reason is, look, drop shipping opens up doors and opportunities in other arenas, and if you're creative in how you see that, so much can happen. And so, you know, I was in dropshipping and I had a dropshipping store, ran Facebook ads, did the whole thing. And just running the Facebook ads, I learned so much about digital marketing that I completely changed the way that I did stuff. I was like, even with my personal brand on YouTube, I changed the way that I presented myself. I started running ads. I started, being more creative with my marketing, because Facebook ads taught me so much about digital marketing and how it really works. And once I learned about digital marketing, people started reaching out to me about digital marketing, and I started getting clients for it, and it just sort of rolled from there. So the reason why I stopped that's the first reason is, low margins, and I freaking hate low margin businesses. I want to run a very lean, very profitable business that lets me build an asset that I can sell later, right? Like for, $1 million or something, instead of, selling it like on, the Shopify sales page where you can sell it for like 15 grand, even though it did 4 million in revenue last year, because the profit margins are so low. And that's another reason too. Like I saw these screenshots of people, right? They say they sold 200 grand this month or whatever. And it's like, okay, sweet. What are your profit margins? And they're like, oh, I only made like 2 grand. It's like, that is such a razor thin profit margin. I just hate that. I don't like that kind of a business model. So that's the first reason, profit margin. Second reason is, other opportunities started rolling in and they just make more sense and they're more profitable and they're more fun for me, frankly. They're just I can be more passionate about it. Because I can't really be passionate about, sitting down and doing Facebook ads on a dropshipping store. Like, yes, it makes money, and yes, at some point you just have to say, screw it. I don't care if I don't like it. I just should do it because I need the money, and that was me back then. But now that I'm making more money, I don't really have to worry about it, and I can just kind of do what I want in order to make money. And dropshipping just wasn't it. So lastly, and this is sort of the big hitter, is sort of just the community of dropshippers. The issue with dropshipping isn't dropshipping itself. Dropshipping is a valid business model and it works, and yes, you can do it long term, but again, there's the issues that I stated earlier, like the fact that if you run a dropshipping store, you'll make more money doing something that isn't dropshipping. Like if you're running a profitable dropshipping store, the skills that you've learned running that dropshipping store are more valuable to the marketplace than the knick-knack products that you are selling through the dropshipping store. So you might as well transition into something else, like running a marketing agency or something like that. But the big hitter of all of this is the community. And the reason why the community is such a crappy community is primarily, and I believe this to be true, is primarily because when you promote a business model that is like money by Friday, right? Like, or almost like network marketing. Like the stereotype for network marketers is it's all broke people, or maybe like single moms, or people who just need the money, or like desperate, or scraping the bottom of the barrel in some way for money. And dropshipping attracts those types of people, and therefore the relationships that you build in that community are pretty crappy. Like, you have to really dig to find somebody who has an abundance mindset. You have to really dig to find somebody who views the world as a true entrepreneur. Just because it attracts the types of person that need quick, easy money. And dropshipping is both. It is quick and easy, and it's also long-term and scalable, of course, with low profit margins, and you could make better money elsewhere. But, it attracts just such low quality entrepreneurs, and it's where I started. And I admit I was a low quality entrepreneur. I was one of them. I was a guy who just wanted quick money and just wanted to make it quick. But now I have better insight into really what I'm doing here and what I'm trying to build, and I realize that dropshipping is just really not where I want to end up. So that's why you haven't seen dropshipping content on this channel in a long time. It's also why, I'm just very openly I kind of bash it. Not that I think it's like all around stupid. There's some people that are doing it right. I've got lots of friends who are doing it very, very well. But the general populace of dropshippers are really, really dumb about how they run their stores. And it's low profit margins, and it's not long term, and they're just not counting their resources and their assets, and not realizing that they can make more money elsewhere. So those are the main things that I think is wrong with dropshipping, and that's why I stopped dropshipping, and that's why I quit dropshipping. And that's why, to be honest with you, if you're running a profitable dropshipping store right now, you should probably look into another business model, because it means that you can run a good business, and it means that you have what it takes to run a business. So stop dropshipping, because you can run a legit business. Not that dropshipping isn't a legit business, but you can run a business that doesn't have a freaking 10% profit margin. So yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it's brought some light to maybe why you haven't seen dropshipping content from me in quite a while, and that's sort of the main reason. And yeah, if you have any questions, anything you want to run by me in terms of this video, anything at all that sort of stood out to you, or if you agree with me or disagree with me, comment down below. Would love to hear it. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Great content coming out on this channel almost on a daily basis right now, and I will see you in the next one.